On my Buick Encore, when I unload it, I have been scratching up my rear bumper, so I'm gonna fix it with this. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda out here with my Buick Encore, and I love this little truck. SUV, crossover, micro car. And years ago, I put this little plastic protector on the bumper to protect the bumper finish for when I'm unloading and loading stuff out of here. But one of the things that I realized is that this is missing something, and I am scratching up my bumper a lot. So you might say, well, the bumper doesn't look to be in that bad a condition. Well, it's not in that bad a condition, but what I get in on here, you can see I've got these scratches, I've got chip paint right there. And that's because a lot of times when you're loading stuff in here, you're kind of leaning it against the bumper and then lifting it up and sliding it in, or pulling it out and then it kind of falls and then you're sliding it here and it gets slid along this bumper, and the bumper is starting to get in rough shape. It doesn't just hit the top, it hits this back edge here quite a bit. So what I wanted to do is replace this little plastic protector with something a little more substantial, and this is stainless steel, I believe. It's in a brush finish, but what you might be able to see there is that it has a rolled edge, so it should cover this edge here a little bit better. So if I do have something kind of rolling right on that edge, it's not going to burn right there where it obviously has already screwed it up decently. And the thing about this is putting it on, it's going to hide some of the sins already. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off, clean it up a little bit, put this on and see if it works. All right, got the bumper cleaned up, and basically what I want to show you here is what we get. So this nice brushed stainless steel piece, we have some raised debossed edges here, kind of like gear teeth. Gives it a nice look, but I think some structure. I also like that brushed finish because it actually matches some of the other bright work here that kind of looks brushed, although I probably wouldn't mind if it were chrome. But I think this will handle getting scratched and scuffed up better than something bright. Now I do want to roll it over here and flip it over so you can see, again, kind of this rolled edge, which is really what sold me on this. But then we have it fully lined with double-sided tape, right? And then some instructions right there. I think for me, what I would do is just dry fit this, make sure that it's centered. That looks like it's going to be a perfect fit. And my guess here is that I would actually start on the outside, kind of apply it there to make sure that it's pressed up against that edge, and then kind of roll it back, working from the inside out to smooth it out so that everything gets stuck on there really well. So let's get started with it. All right, so there it is. I'm actually really happy with it. It fits nice and flush there. What I found is that it kind of doesn't have quite as an aggressive roll or bend to this front edge as the bumper does. So when I put the front edge down, the back end kind of stuck up a little bit. And so I actually used the front edge to index it, and then I kind of bent everything down. And this double-sided tape seems to be holding everything in just fine. And again, now I've kind of hid the majority of those nasty marks where I've already scuffed up the paint there, but I think that looks pretty good overall. So if I just close this, I do want to make sure it closes. That closes pretty good. And to refresh your memory, this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. Again, goes right up to the gate there. So as I pull things out, I think this is going to be much better protected. And this thing isn't too expensive, but I think it's a lot cheaper than getting your bumper repainted or having nasty marks there, which are just going to mentally aggravate you forever. So if you have a Buick Encore or Chevy Trax that want to dress it up with a little bit of brushed stainless steel and give yourself a little peace of mind when you are loading stuff, I will put a link to this little bad boy in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper. We can live better than ever thanks to Peter Von Panda.